Tonight, March 12th. NBC has a reason for not releasing any new One Chicago episodes. Since all 3 shows concluded on suspenseful cliffhangers that make it hard to wait to know what happens next, this break is annoying. First, during a dramatic episode where Chicago Fire's Mouch assisted in rescuing Ripley, Luke Mitchell, from a well, Chicago Med experienced a mini crossover with One Chicago. When Hannah declared her love for him, Ripley opened his eyes, although he was still unconscious when Mouch and the rescue crew managed to get him out. Afterward, One Chicago continued with an equally intense and tragic Chicago Fire episode in which Pascal's wife died in a car accident en route to celebrate her 15th anniversary with her husband. This episode included another strong Steven Weber performance, as Weber's Dean Archer had to be the one to tell Pascal that his wife was gone. Finally, Chicago PD not only featured Chapman's return, but also ended with Voight swearing to take Reed down after learning Reed was in bed with drug dealer Jesus Otero. These exciting developments will continue after the hiatus ends. Why there's no new One Chicago episodes tonight, March 12, 2025. NBC announced a 3-week hiatus at the end of the last episodes. Sadly, the preview trailer for the next new episodes in the franchise announced there would be a hiatus before they aired. While it is frustrating to have to wait, it is unsurprising, given the time of year. During the spring months, network TV shows often take short hiatuses to ensure that the shows have enough episodes to last until mid-May, when most programs wrap up their seasons. Additionally, the March Madness basketball tournament occurs in mid-March of each year. While CBS usually is the network to carry the games, other networks may also schedule hiatuses during them because their usual audience might tune out to watch the tournament. On March 12th, NBC will air a rerun of the One Chicago crossover that originally aired at the end of January. The crossover begins with Chicago Fire at 8 p.m. rather than with Chicago Med, which airs at 9 p.m. during this special event. It is unclear what else NBC may air in place of new episodes of the One Chicago franchise in the 2 remaining weeks before the show's return. It will likely air other reruns, though it may offer encore broadcasts of other shows to try to gain a larger audience. Conversely, the network might air specials in this time slot over the next 2 weeks. When will new episodes of Chicago Fire, PD, and Med release? New episodes aren't scheduled for several weeks. Frustratingly, this hiatus is somewhat longer than previous breaks have been. While it is not as long as the mid-season hiatus from December to January, One Chicago's latest hiatus has the show off the air for 3 weeks, with the next new episode airing on March 26, 2025. Thus, it will be almost April before audiences will be able to find out what happens next in their favorite One Chicago shows. Every episode that has been aired thus far of each of the One Chicago shows is available to stream on Peacock, and older episodes are also available. That said, this longer hiatus offers the opportunity to catch up on any episodes missed during the season. Every episode that has been aired thus far of each of the One Chicago shows is available to stream on Peacock, and older episodes are also available. Thus, the audience can watch or rewatch episodes conveniently throughout the hiatus. The break, therefore, offers those who haven't yet seen the entire season to fill in gaps in their understanding of the plot and characters while waiting for new episodes to air. What to expect from the upcoming Chicago Fire, PD, and Med episodes. More intense drama as the seasons begin to wrap up. After this hiatus, the One Chicago shows will only have 6 episodes left in their seasons. Thus, the remaining episodes will begin to set up cliffhangers for the end of the season and continue ongoing storylines. First, Chicago Med Season 10, Episode 16, Poster Child, will continue the story it began in Episode 15 about Frost's relationship with his former co-star and offer emotional and exciting medical storylines, including one about a patient who has been comatose for 20 years. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 16, in the rubble, will undoubtedly continue the story of Pascal's grief in the aftermath of his wife's death. Additionally, this episode will feature the return of Jack Damon, who rejoins the floater pool and is hoping to return permanently to Firehouse 51. Finally, Chicago PD will end the next new One Chicago Wednesday with Seen and Unseen, which will force Burgess to rely on her memory to close the case after witnessing deadly violence at her local diner. Herman is prepared to replace Pask in position 50, and thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Fast Gossip 24 to our channel and stay with us.